Burnout doesn't start with overwork. It starts with unnoticed energy leaks. And most high-achieving women don't realize where they are leaking their energy. They assume they are just busy or in a demanding season, or they just need better disciplines. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Thien. I help high-achieving women protect their energy so their strength and clarity actually last. And what I've seen while working with my clients over 8 countries is this, that they are not exhausted because they are doing too much. They are exhausted because their energy is leaking in ways that they don't see. And when energy leaks quietly, everything feels harder than it should. And small tasks feel big. Patience shortens, clarity fogs, and motivation dips. And not because they are weak, because their energy system is drained. So today I want to walk you through the 4 biggest energy leaks that I see: the mental, emotional, physical, and environmental. And as we go through them, just notice which one lands for you. That's usually the one that needs attention first. So the first leak is mental. This is the tabs that never close. You look calm on the outside, but inside your brain is always running. Planning, anticipating, rehearsing, and solving problems that haven't even happened yet. It's like having 30 tabs open, but none of them fully loading. And even when you're resting, your mind isn't. Even when you're sitting still, you're calculating. And background programs consumes energy. And most high-performing women always normalize this. They call it responsibility, they call it leadership, they call it being on top of things. But when was the last time your brain actually powered down? Not feeling distracted, not scrolling, not multitasking, but actually off. If your mind never closes its tabs, of course you will feel mentally tired. And mental fatigue shows up as this: fogginess, forgetfulness, decision fatigue, low patience. And you don't need more discipline. You need mental closure. So pause for a moment. Is your mind ever allowed to rest? Your brain cannot recharge if it never's powered down. And the second leak is emotional. This one is quieter. You're the stable one, you're the reliable one, the one who keeps everything together. You absorb the stress so other people don't have to. You regulate the room, you smooth over tensions, and you don't always say what you feel because it's easier to keep the peace. And doing that occasionally is maturity, but doing that constantly is draining. And imagine holding a glass of water out in front of you. It's light at first, but over the time it becomes exhausting. That's holding emotion for everyone. And it doesn't show up on the tracker, but you feel it. Less capacity, less enthusiasm, less tolerance for small things. And sometimes you're not physically tired. You're emotionally full. And emotional fatigue is invisible, but it feels heavy. If you're always the strong one for everyone else, who's the strong one for you? Emotional fatigue doesn't show, but it weighs on you. Now let's talk about the physical side. This is where most women think that they are fine, but look closer. Is your body experiencing rhythm or extremes? Some days you barely move, other days you try to make up for it, some days you skip meals, other days you overcompensate, Some nights you rest well, other nights you push through exhaustion because it's your only quiet time. Now imagine this. If your body were your phone, would you let it drop to 3% battery every day? Would you run 15 apps at once, never close them, never charge it fully, and then complain it's lagging? Not moving enough is like never updating the system. It slows down. Training hard without recovery is like overheating the processor. And skipping meals is like running on low power mode. Under-resting is like never fully charging. Your body is smart. It is adaptive. And if you give it rhythm, it stabilizes. If you give it chaos, it survives. And survival mode feels productive until it crashes. A body that is in emergency mode cannot perform at its peak. So ask yourself this honestly. Is your body operating on a rhythm or recovery debt? Going to the extremes exhausts the body. Rhythm restores it. Hey, listen, I appreciate you. And if you're watching this and something I've shared is resonating with you, I want to ask you to do two simple things. First, hit the like button because it tells YouTube that this conversation matters, so it can reach more women who feel stuck in their body, their energy, and their consistency and think that they are the problem. And second, subscribe, because on this channel, I'm going to talk about things that most people don't explain clearly. How to build strength without burning yourself out, how to lead your body instead of fighting it, and how to stop relying on willpower and start creating consistency that actually lasts, and how energy, identity, physiology quietly shape the life that you're living. So if you are someone who's tired of trying harder and ready to understand your body and yourself differently, then this channel is for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe. And now back to the video. The fourth leak is environmental. This one is subtle. Look at your surroundings. Notifications, noise, clutter, conversations, screens. When was the last time you experienced true quiet? Not scrolling, not multitasking, not background noise. Just silence. Your nervous system is always processing something, and if it never resets, your baseline energy slowly drops. And you can eat well, you can exercise, and you can journal. But if your environment keeps your system alert, you never fully recharge. And your nervous system cannot reset in chaos. It never resets. And if it never resets, clarity disappears. And so your nervous system can't reset in constant stimulation. So here's the bigger truth. Most women try to increase productivity. I help them protect their energy. Most women try to push harder, but peak performance doesn't come from adding more. It comes from sealing the leaks first. And when the leaks are reduced, training feels easier, decision making feels sharper, patience returns, and your consistency improves. Not because you force it, but because the system finally feels stable. And you don't have to fix all four at once. You identify the biggest leak and you address that one first. And then you stack from there. Layer by layer, capacity builds. If you want clarity on where your biggest leak is, I created an energy leadership blueprint. It helps you to map where your energy is draining, what's within your control, and where to start restoring rhythm. Take 10 to 15 minutes with that. Patterns become obvious when you see them on paper. So the link is in the description. So go ahead and download the blueprint. And if this resonates, if you are tired of pushing harder only to crash, the Peak Performance Challenge is where we go deeper. We don't just identify leaks, we rebuild structure. And because high performance isn't hustle, it's regulated energy. So the link is below if you want to join. Before you leave, answer this honestly. Are you actually lacking discipline, or are you leaking energy? There's a difference. So drop the biggest link in the comments. I'll read every single one, and if this shifted your perspective, subscribe. Because leadership doesn't start with more effort. It starts with protecting your energy. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.